The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just out on You Have Real Estate, what can $3.5 million buy you on a lake in Orlando? Also, you're a real estate agent. You're thinking about changing brokerages. Should you? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Did you know that filing for bankruptcy can help you lower your mortgage or car payments or potentially help you eliminate your IRS or credit card debt? I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, call me now or visit youhavepower.com for a free consultation. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. Before the opening statement, my commitment to you this year is, and you know what this is, if you're thinking about selling your house, you need to know what your house is worth. The websites are not trustworthy in giving you accurate values. There's one thing that is, and that's having a local real estate agent come to your house and tell you what it's worth. I'm going to do that for you for free. 407-205-0400. And if you've gotten a mortgage in the last couple years, whether you bought a house or refinanced, the rates have likely come down. It is time this year for you to reset your rate. We can do so for you again for free. 407-205-0400. Now, the opening statement. There's a city just to the north of our viewing area. It's called Sanford, Florida. People ask me about it all the time because they say, Justin, 10 years ago I went down there. There wasn't a lot to do. I haven't really checked it out lately. What is Sanford like today? A great question. You're going to like the answer, by the way. Who better to answer that question, though, than some would say this family has single-handedly revitalized Sanford in a lot of ways. Christina Hollerbach is here. Christina, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
But it's true. When Sanford wasn't really as special as it is now, let's be honest, you guys had a restaurant there that has been special for a very long time, and a lot of people say that you drove this revitalization of Sanford. Is there some truth to that you think about?
Sure. I mean, we've been there now 25 years, so we've seen Sanford grow and change a lot in that time. But I also want to give credit to the Ritz Theater. They thought that building is right behind us, and I think performance art and culture helps kind of bring that energy. But I would definitely say we were a significant impact, especially on First Street. And I think being a proof of concept, proving to other people that, yes, Sanford is a place to be, and people will come here and participate and be a part of a community because there are this energy here.
And you've kind of grown up in Sanford. Obviously, you've been around it for a long time. You've decided to run and why not? You've decided, because a lot of people said your family's been the mayor for a long time. Why not run for mayor of Sanford? You're running now. How can we help?
So it's a great way to participate in local government because it's so much fun. I can't control the whole world, but I can control how many chickens are in your backyard, what the vibe is like in your community, how your special events go on, what kind of businesses come to town, and that's stuff that I've loved for a long time. And I've been on all the boards because I just believe in the energy of Sanford. So I want to bring what we already believe in Sanford that we're feeling from that private sector and bring it to the public sector to make those energies match.
I always get confused when the election is because everyone thinks November, but this is probably a primary type election, right?
So a lot of local elections will do things during the primaries in case of a runoff, and then the runoffs would end up in November. So it's important, no matter what you're registered as, that you look at your primaries because that's also your school board, your judges. There's a lot of stuff that happens in those August elections that are important to your day-to-day.
We've been around so many people running for office, and I don't think that people if you haven't done it, don't understand the energy, money, and time.
It's harder than the actual job.
It really is. It is very, very difficult. Describe what it's like. What has this process been like for you running for office?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I will say the restaurant prepares me in a lot of ways because I'm used to being judged by the public, making decisions people don't like, trying to communicate a vision while also operating said vision. So in a lot of ways, the restaurant prepared me for that. But I think it is just connecting with people. You don't do that just by paying money to a campaign manager to push your stuff on social. You do that by talking to people, and that takes time. You have to meet them where they're at, go where they are, listen to what they have to say, and knock on those doors, meet those people. So it is a lot of energy to actually take the time to get to know your constituents.
At least when you become mayor, not if, but when, you're not going to have to say to any of your constituents that the wait time's going to be 45 minutes, right?
We'll have better line management.
There you go, exactly. Let's talk about Sanford a little bit, because every time I live in Lake Mary, I'm right down the street. Every time I'm there, I'm really blown away by what's become the culture of Sanford and the history, though, as well. There's a lot of history, but a lot of new culture as well. How would you describe Sanford now to someone who hasn't been there in a while?
Well, I think that's why it's appealing as a real estate location right now, because it's a very walkable city. So you are still in Central Florida. You're 45 minutes from everything, from the beaches, from the theme parks, but then in your own little community, you don't have as much traffic. You can drive your golf cart. You don't have to drive a car. You've got the river walk. You've got parks and trail systems, a beautiful downtown corridor, and access to an airport. It really is a wonderful place to be. And I think that a lot of people that have moved to Sanford, our median age is actually 38 years old. They're starting families, they're participating. They wanted to be in a city where they could be a part of something. So our cleanup crews and our special events, those are just opportunities for you to connect with your neighbors. So it's a place where we all know each other. And we joke about, like, whenever somebody buys a house in Sanford, we're all like, oh no, we've been to that house. Because like we go to all the openings for fun, because we want to see what the history of that home is, to find out about our neighbors. It really is a wonderful community.
It feels like there's an event almost every, not just an event, I'm talking about an awesome event almost every weekend. It seems like there's something going on every weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a lot. We do get a little quieter in summer because it's hot, but like our Pints and Paws, our Love Your Shorts Film Festival, and even Porch Fest, all the things that we have.
That's when we take the beds down the road, or no?
That's the sofa and suds, which is in November, which I absolutely love. Because that's one of the things, like, you can't explain that to someone. You just have to be there. We get drunk and we race couches down bricks.
It sounds like a perfect Saturday to me. Let's talk about the future of Sanford a little bit, because again, it's come along. If you haven't been, you've got to go to Sanford, and certainly got to go to Hollerbach too, best place. Future though, as you become mayor, what is your vision for the next few years?
I feel like some of our biggest pain points are managing growth, right? Florida is a popular destination to relocate to, something like 1,000 people a day coming to Florida. So it's happening whether we like it or not. So we need to make sure our infrastructure can handle it, that we have the right policies and like overlay districts in place to build the right kind of things. Single family is great, but we need townhouses, we need affordable housing. It has to be mixed to create the kind of community that we want. So for me, that vision really is updating our policy and making sure our city manager and the people that actually manage the city on behalf of the commission match what our community wants to have. I'm
not trying to complain because you're not mayor yet. Are we going to do something with the parking, or has it gotten a little better?
Yeah. Well, because we didn't have the Heritage Park site, that big giant lot is still available for parking. So I wouldn't say it's so much of an issue right now, but when we lose that space, it's something we have to consider in our future planning.
Got it. All right. I live in Sanford. I want you to be elected. How can I reach out to help?
So the best way too is also voteseminole.org. Make sure you're a registered voter and that you know where your precinct is and that you're paying attention to primaries. But a great way to help me is electhollerbach.com. You can find out about all my initiatives, even book a meeting with me. I love to meet people and chat with them about what's going on in their lives. So I like to be approachable and find out what Sanford needs to make sure we make that happen.
Amazing what you and your family have done. Always followed, loved watching your growth and everything you've done there. Thank you so much, Christina Hollerbach. Your next mayor of Sanford was here with us today. A very quick break. You have real estate content. Welcome to the show. Summertime is approaching, and yeah, it gets hot, it rains, but the worst part about summer around here clearly is your electricity bill. With that AC running, it is out of control. What can you do? You can't argue with the electric company. They're going to laugh at you. They're not going to lower it. What can you do? What can you do to lower the electricity bill? You need to look at the windows on your home. Renewal by Energy. Dan and Dan's show today.
Yeah.
It's true. Electricity bills are out of control. They raise them every single year, no matter what. What can I do window-wise to lower that electricity bill?
Well, it's a great question. First thing you want to do is have them inspected. What you need to do is you need to have a professional like Renewal by Anderson come out. We'll do an inspection. We will tell you what's going on with your windows, and we'll replace them, because what we have in your house today is probably what was put in by the builder. That's a builder-grade window. It's not going to stop any of the white light from coming through. You call us. We send a professional out, a design consultant. They'll look at it. We'll give you a quote, and we'll do it all right here on the iPad, and we have so many finance options to take advantage of. We make it very easy.
Quality is very important. Dan, describe the quality of your windows.
Well, it's unmatched. We do things differently than anybody else in the industry. We use a Fibrex composite material, and so it is built to last. So we know what we're putting in your home is going to last, and it'll be a good use of your money.
Absolutely. It's a no-brainer. Thank you, guys. QR code on the screen right now for Renewal by Andersen. No cost, no obligation to have their design consultants come to your house and tell you exactly what they can do to save you money. That interest payment on the windows themselves is going to be offset by your savings on the electricity bill. It's a no-brainer to me. Look into Renewal by Andersen today. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. Welcome back to the show. Everyone says that, well, I would never move to Orlando because it's landlocked. Why would you live in Florida and live in a city that's landlocked? If you think about it, the lakes that we have here are pretty amazing. What I've also noticed about Orlando recently is that the quality of restaurants has improved so dramatically over the last 3 years. There's a burger place called Beth's Burger Bar. It's a good friend of mine. But next to Beth's Burger Bar is an amazing lake. Now, this next guest happens to live on the lake, but has this incredible listing on the same lake. Alison Pedersen joins me. Welcome to the show. First time, right?
Thank you so much. Yes, no, I'm excited to be here.
So Beth's so cool, by the way.
I know.
If you love burgers, you got to go check out Beth's Burger Bar.
She's the best.
She's so cool.
We love Beth.
So let's talk about this listing for a second, because
Sure.
I think when you start talking about how listings are taking so long to sell right now, this listing went pending for you very quickly. It's obviously a
did.
testament to what an amazing job you're doing.
Thank you.
But talk to me about this listing in Belle Isle.
So this listing is very special. It was built in 2016, and it won first place in the Parade of Homes, which is a testament to how incredible of a property it is. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home. Has western-facing views, so you get incredible sunsets, fireworks. You can see from the Disney fireworks.
Really?
And
From there?
Universal. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
you can. So if you like sunsets, this is the place for you.
You grew up here. You and your husband grew up here.
Yes.
I actually met you at Beth's Burger Bar. And just
Exactly.
remember now where I met you. Now it's all coming back to me.
Yes.
But Orlando has changed dramatically. I've been here, 17 years now. You've been here a little longer than I have. I mean, Orlando is becoming an international city.
Absolutely. It's crazy to see the changes and the growth. I mean, I remember when Hamlin wasn't built, like
Yeah.
Nona. It was just places where you'd go camping. And now they're major cities, and I just think the footprint of Orlando is just increasing in wealth and growth.
Yeah. What are you seeing with the real estate market in Orlando right now? What do you think's going on?
I think it's pretty stable right now. I think that the prices aren't really dropping a whole lot as compared to a few years ago, but it's becoming, you can negotiate a little bit more, and I think that overall it's a stable market.
Would you call it a buyer's market or a seller's market or somewhere in the middle?
I would say somewhere in the middle. I think buyers can still negotiate, but sellers are also, maintaining that top dollar for their home.
What do you think is going to happen the rest of this year? We're here, May now? We have a little over half the year to go. What do you see happening as far as the value and prices of homes in Orlando the rest of this year?
I think Orlando's just getting started as far as growth. All of the major restaurant groups are coming here. They're now seeing the presence and the value of Orlando versus places that were in South Florida are now wanting a presence here in Orlando. We have luxury hotels, we have the theme parks, we really have it all. So I think a lot of times people thought of Orlando just as a destination place for Disney, and now they're actually seeing the value in wanting to live here and be a part of it.
When I first moved here, I went Boston, Miami here, and I kind of wanted to live in the city. So I lived in Thornton Park, which was awesome. I mean, this was 2007, 8, 9, something like that. And I think I moved to the suburbs when I had my kid in 2012, Sophia. I'm hearing mixed signals on what's going on in downtown Orlando right now. How would you describe downtown Orlando now?
Funny you say that you lived in Thornton Park. I did too, on Amelia, right near the Handy Pantry.
I probably bought you a glass of wine at some point along the way.
Right. But downtown, no, they just signed a $12 million, the city of Orlando just signed a $12 million deal to revamp downtown as well as Church Street. So it's going to be very family friendly, walkable, and that's definitely needed in downtown right now.
What are some hot spots that you're seeing? If you think about Orlando and real estate in Orlando, are there any hot spots that you've seen really popping up that have become really desirable in the last few years?
I would say the Mills 50 area is probably one of the top. I think that obviously the area, I mean, Winter Park is always very strong. I think
for someone who hasn't been to Mills 50 lately, maybe you haven't been there at all, you won't recognize the place if you haven't been there in 3 or 4 years. The restaurants are unbelievable. How would you describe Mills 50 to someone who hasn't been down there in a while?
I would say it's a neighborhood feel. It's very eclectic. You never know what you're going to find, and the people there are great, and you can pop in and out of a lot of different places and just enjoy.
Absolutely. Alison Pedersen, wonderful to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
I owe you a burger at Beth's Burger Bar now because I totally forgot. I was like, I know Alison. I forgot we had such a good time for her birthday party
for
the
her
other day.
birthday. Yes, it was great.
This house is pending right now, but I'm not trying to jinx it, but if you would like to see this waterfront property, I'd be happy to show it to you. 407-205-0400. Here we'll take a quick break. You got to come back and see us, deal?
Okay, absolutely.
All right, quick break. You Have Real Estate continues.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, I don't know, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse
That's the other
places.
problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at for
And now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, you know, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, I don't know, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. You know, we're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Well, we love our yard. Stella does too, and it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us, because I mean, we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
I think we're at her home. Yes,
yeah, we are. Definitely. Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No question about it.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening.
Do yourself a favor and call Delaturf if you're looking to elevate your space. Really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call Delaturf today.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. We have saved millions of dollars for people with their student loan debt, but things are changing. Is now the time for you to get rid of your student loan debt as well? Call me now. You have power. Welcome back to the show. We haven't talked about this term in quite a while, but I'm seeing some of these here recently. A lot of times when you buy a house, and this happened back in 2008 like crazy, obviously, you buy a house, you have a mortgage. When the market comes down a little bit, you don't have enough to pay off the mortgage if you sell the house. So what do you do? Let's ask Elisha Lopez, real broker. The term short sale is coming back a little bit, you think?
Yeah. It's like here and there we talk about this. Yeah. But if somebody has purchased a home, especially in 2022, they bought at the peak at the top of the market, and they probably, if they want to sell, that's going to be a tough one because they owe more for the home than actually what they paid for it. So our favorite term, short sale, which a lot of realtors in our industry like, and they run the other way.
I love short sales, to be honest with you. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. But you just said something that's never been addressed on this show. We've addressed on this show ad nauseum that 2006 was the absolute peak of the market. 2008, the market collapsed. I think you're sitting here making this announcement on this program that 2022 was the peak of the market. Is that accurate? See, I didn't know that, really.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Because so it's like mid 2022 is when that shift where we started to hear that the market's going to stabilize started. And I mean, and that went on all the way, especially in Marion County through 2024. But I'd say mid 2022, whoever bought at that time, they 100% bought at the top of the market.
That's when there were lines out of every listing and 30 different offers on every single house within a day.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Not for buyers, really, though.
Yeah.
And you think about the correction in the market it's probably a healthy thing for buyers.
Absolutely. It's the nature of the beast. It has to happen because what goes up, right, has to come down. And fortunately, nothing has come down like 2008. It's just been the slow, steady decline. So it gives property owners time to actually think of what their next move is instead of like getting caught off guard if they actually pay attention.
So let's say I did buy in 2022 and now I'm forced to sell my house and I don't have any equity. What do I do? What is a short sale?
So short sale, super simple. That short is that you owe more than what you could sell for now. So the mortgage company, the owner's lender, will take a short for what they owe in lieu of going into foreclosure. And it actually saves them money and time because they don't have to pay all the attorneys in foreclosure and all of those things. And the homeowner can actually get out without having the foreclosure on their credit.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. I know you're not some credit expert or anything, but there is a difference, I think, when you do a short sale. At the end of it, it says debt settled for less than amount due on your credit report versus having that full foreclosure. It's probably better.
Absolutely. So what foreclosure, I believe it's 7 to 10 years, will stick on your credit report. And I think it'll still even haunt you a little bit after that. But when you do the short sale that it was settled for less than what was owed, in my experience through the years, and it could change, or it could have already changed, is 2 years. And if you're like, oh, 2 years I have to wait, well, it's better than 7 to 10 years.
Sure is. And a lot of the people who are going through this tough financial time and want to get rid of their house or have to get rid of their house, they've already missed a couple mortgage payments, so the credit's almost already been negatively impacted. So I don't think it's going to really negatively impact it very much more. And then if you think about it, once it's done, I think you can start rebuilding your credit again right away.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And something very common that happens is like when a couple is going through divorce, and if both sides are actually in agreement and they're not, one doesn't want to do something because that'll happen, right?
Never. In a divorce?
Right, never. But when they actually both want to get rid of the property, like this is huge because they can, like, credit's usually messed up from divorce anyway, so this is not going to make it even worse.
Absolutely. Also, I've heard about a deed in lieu. What's a deed in lieu?
So the deed in lieu is when the bank just says, hey, give me the deed in lieu of the foreclosure. And yes, that's great too, but I think that one stays on your credit longer.
I've always advised short sale over deed in lieu. I mean, deed in lieu is better than a foreclosure, but I believe short sale to be better than a deed in lieu. I always recommend short sale.
Absolutely, me too.
Elisha Lopez, she's fantastic. She'd be happy to show you real estate. She'd be happy to list your property, especially anywhere in northern Florida. Maybe you have some land that you want to see what it's worth. I would give her a call today. A QR code on the screen right now. Elisha Lopez, Real Broker. Good to see you.
Thank you.
In green today, by the way. It's like St. Patrick's Day. You need to remember that next March for sure.
Color.
Thank you to our amazing guests today and our wonderful crew, even Derek Moser and Tyson's over there as well. Everyone else is in Vegas. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.